One of the best Simpsons trivia things ever is there's a line in the episode where Homer gets like really, really fat that never made it into the episode, but it's everyone's favorite Simpsons quote that worked on that episode. And it's, I feel bad about myself. That was the line. And it never made it in because it was too dark. But that's like everyone's favorite line.
All right, enough jazz. You ready to hit that theme?
Let's do it.
All right. Listen to that applause. Listen to that crowd. You know, it's about friggin' time KPFT gave us a live studio audience.
Yeah, seriously.
I just love being brought in. I'm already thrown off by what we just witnessed. Look, a lot of goofy stuff happens here in the studio. And speaking of goofy, our guest today is really goofy.
Yeah, just bring him in. Just bring him in.
Just a real goofy fella.
I'm just going to go ahead and bring him in now. Look,
And speaking of goofy, I think this guy skates with his non-dominant foot in the front.
How dare you?
Goofy style.
look,
we're already getting a call. This is
Oh, my
shot.
goodness.
We're done. What's up?
hey, you're on FM Rager.
Hey, we can't hear you on Facebook.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's no
no.
good. All right. We'll figure that out in a second.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Greg.
Hi. Yeah, our guest is Greg Cody.
Dang,
Hi.
this thing was working a second ago.
He's
What's
an
going on
actor.
here? All right. We should be going now.
He's an actor and a voice actor. He's a lovely guy. I met him on my very first day of college orientation.
Yeah.
We've known each other a while.
You guys have known
Yeah.
each other that long?
Yeah,
you guys
it's
didn't
really
tell
weird.
me.
Like, Connor and I have known each other a very long time, but we are like, and this is not a negative, but like, we're not close.
No,
like,
we're not.
We've known each other like 10 years almost. Like,
2008.
yeah.
So,
So,
like
11 years. Yeah.
11 years.
We met
Wow.
on the first day of college orientation, and I was super confused and like, because no one from my major was at that orientation because it was the last one.
What was your major again?
Theater.
Theater.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so no one was there, and like I had just done the audition, and like I had just gotten accepted to the school because I applied late, and it was this whole thing, and then like you and I think just sat together at something like
Yep. Yeah, we sat right next to each other
see
at
you,
orientation.
and then we just like hovered around each other for the whole weekend.
I
And it
tried
was
to
great.
lose Greg.
Yeah, no,
like
I bet
all
you did,
weekend,
dude.
and he was
I
just
have no
hanging
doubt.
out.
That was a time where I was like, friend.
No,
Please?
that was
Like, it was-
I do like. I have not thought about my orientation friend since orientation, but at UNT, I got paired with this guy, and we stayed in the dorms like overnight there.
Yeah, the dude that I stayed in the dorm with sucked. I
Oh,
don't even
really?
remember his name.
This guy, I could not find common ground with him at night, and then he just at one point he goes, "Big D and the table kids, huh? Or kids table, eh? You listen to ska music?" And then we talked about ska music for like 7 hours.
Ska always brings people
Which is,
together.
yeah,
I think
insane.
That's really all it ever wanted.
That's close to
Yeah,
what we
truly,
talked
yes.
about. That's close to what you and I talked about, because I to this day I remember laughing super hard at something that you were saying about mosh pit, because we were talking about music.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh yeah, I love a good mosh pit, man. Getting in there, chucking bows." And I had
Chucking
never
bows.
Sounds like
I had never heard that before, and I was just like,
yeah, that sounds like 2008 Greg. That sounds like that guy.
What were you listening to in 2008? What were you chucking bows to?
I chucked a lot of bows to a lot of different stuff.
Sounds like violin music.
I
You're just
would-
throwing those bows
yeah,
away.
dude,
Like,
just-
give me the pizzicato, baby.
I was really into. I mean, I was a ska kid pretty hard. Had a checkered belt. Had the Unity T-shirt.
what your Vans look like. Yeah.
No, I was a Chucks guy for way too long.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I've only recently been a Vans guy. Couldn't do the slip-on. Feet were too fat. Fun fact. Yeah, I was a ska kid, and like it was like part of who I was. Like it was like
Oh, yeah.
I was. It's,
Same.
It was a difficult time. I was in a ska band that had a much too long name.
What was your ska band called?
The Underdressed Businessmen.
"Hey, that's a shorter name than yours."
A Fat Lot of Good.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, we did, and we played like every weekend for 2 summers in
That's awesome.
in my hometown in Lake Jackson, and
Yeah.
like We were a good band.
How
Like,
did we
people
not
liked
cross
us.
paths?
It's one of those things where I'm sure that we did,
Yeah.
but at no point would we be able to like lock it down.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had so many of those moments in my life of like, I was at, speaking of like vaguely ska and Chuck and Bose, I was at a Rancid concert a while back, and I remember very specifically like helping this girl out of the pit because she like fainted.
Oh no.
And then, like 3 years later at college, one of the costume designers and I were talking. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're super into." We ended up being into a lot of the same music, as so often happens when you like build up a friendship.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, I'd say my favorite right now. Like, I'm in a big Rancid phase." I was like, "I've seen them like 4 times." She's like, "I only got to see them once, and I totally fainted in the pit." And I was like,
No freaking way.
and we talked about it, and then like as she said that phrase, we both did like the movie like eyes widen, like you, but me, but it was a total.
And
yeah.
then out came those wolves,
And
baby.
then those
No.
wolves came out, and then Rancid 2001.
Man, so we all know Kyle here at work because you come into our work pretty frequently.
Oh, yeah, I do
He has a pretty good story about meeting his wife at a Madness concert, another vaguely ska show.
That's great.
Where someone started a riot, threw a trash can, and it landed between the two of them, and that's how they started talking.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a great. That's a meet cute if I've ever heard it.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
I know Kyle, and I just imagine him be like, well, anything will pass for a taxi cab. His wife is just, anyway. Yeah, I don't know much about ska. Let's get off of ska.
Let's
into
talk
our-
about the
We'll
first
never
thing
get
we
off
always
ska.
talk about, even though we're so deep into the show now. But Connor, how was your freaking weekend?
It was good. You were gone.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Oh, that made it good. Yeah. All right.
No, I just played some more Goose Game. Hung out with Cody.
Have you played Goose
No,
Game?
I
Greg?
don't.
Dude.
It's one of those things that as it's happening,
Is Goose
I know
on there?
that I want to.
I took Goose off. No, it's
No, that's not Goose.
That's a pretty good one though.
What an apropos one for me to press when I mess up.
That was a happy accident. That's one of those things. There are so many things that I know because of the way that I am. I will just like lock on to a thing. And I have way too much work to do right now to play the Goose
Oh,
Game.
dude, it takes
2 hours.
yeah
If that.
less.
Oh.
yeah.
All
It's,
right, good
it's
to know.
so fast to play,
right,
and then
then
after
I'm-
that, you're just like, well, time. It's like Grand Theft Auto, where you're just like, time to go on a crime spree for no reason.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I'm
might
gonna
play
steal
Goose
this
Game.
farmer's keys again.
Okay, yeah, I might play some Goose Game.
It rules.
Yeah. So I played some Goose Game. Cody and Rahul, friends of the show, came over on Friday. We worked on the town hall show. Saturday did the town hall show. It was great. It was a lot of fun. So fun. And then Sunday,
So,
just being a showrunner, there's a lot of stressors that come with it. And one of the stressors is having to keep a straight face. And just whenever things are melting down around you, you just have to be like, no, it's great, man.
That's totally
I don't need
fine.
any help. I got it. And inside
Yeah.
you're like, I'm going to rip your eyes out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to shove them up your nose.
this computer's gonna update again on stage. Which, by the way, I noticed today. I opened my laptop and it was still like, "Do you want to update?" And I was like, "Did Connor have to deal with that during the show?" So
No,
hopefully,
I turned the internet on your laptop off.
smart move,
And
boy.
guess what? It was like, I think you'll be able to relate if you've ever made an accident in front of your uncles, because they bring it up to you every time they see
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
100%.
And so when I was
Oh,
getting,
here comes Butterfingers.
Yeah.
like 10
like-
years later.
okay, so yeah, I'm getting the
Watch
laptop
out for
set
that
up.
first step there, Greg.
Remember when you fell?
Oh, wait, take it. That wasn't the right one. Shoot, I have the wrong board up. Stop. I was looking for the slip sound again.
Pound that sound.
Sound's been pounded. Which, guys, reminder, if you do have a name for a soundboard, we're still looking for one. Call in at 713-526-8737 and help us out. We need a name
we
for
need
this
a name
thing.
for the soundboard.
This
But yeah,
atrocious thing.
like
That was the sound.
like 8 people came up to me and kept just being like, "Hey, make sure your computer's updated." I was like, "Yeah, I got it.
Dang.
Don't worry."
Yeah, so last show, right as the show started, the computer started updating, and we had like tech for the show. And it was, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's no good.
Yeah, I apologize to any performer who I just couldn't watch my own show because I was just texting people backstage while trying to make it look like I wasn't texting on stage. It's
Of
like,
course.
you need to find out who does not have AV and push them out. Like, you're the only person whose number I have. Steph, who I just met. Like, please handle this.
Yeah, no, that's
And then, Ned closed the show out, had to go second. It was a tragedy for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Energy of the show was all completely off.
all messed up.
And then Sunday, you came home, but
Mm-hmm.
I had a lazy Sunday and I just watched Disenchanted.
Yeah.
It was great.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
My weekend was good. I hung out with the wife.
Hell
I have
yeah.
a wife. Her name's Elizabeth. She's magnificent. It was my mother's birthday, so we went to Cafe Brussels, and I did the thing where yeah, it's really good, guys. I saved up money to like make it seem like it's not a big deal to pay for my mom's
Ooh,
dinner.
yeah.
Sorry, Mom. And yeah, so I bought Mom Belgian dinner. And yeah, it was nice. It was good. It was a pretty chill weekend. There were like a couple moments that Elizabeth and I had these great moments of us being like hyper married. Like there were just these moments where it's like,
Wait, what makes you hyper married?
it was like, oh, I did pick up the air filter. You know, I left it in the van. I'll have to bring it up tomorrow. Like that was a real conversation we had, and then we were like, good night. And then we were quiet for a while, and Elizabeth was like, wow, we're super married. Yeah, that was, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that was weird.
This is the vibe I was getting
Yeah,
as we
exactly.
drink from the same cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta ask, do you remember the first time that you paid for a parent's meal? Like as an adult, not as a kid. It's
Ooh.
like, hey mom, I bought you dinner. Let's go to Burger King. You're like,
Can I have
okay.
$5? Yeah, no. Ooh, I don't remember. I remember buying my mom theater tickets.
Ooh.
That was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't even like I got comps because I paid money for like it was opera. Like I didn't know anybody. Like I got the tickets. That was cool. Yeah, I started doing. I think the big thing for me is like I've always been my family is by no means wealthy, but neither of my parents had like a lot growing up, and so they're very like, hey, will you go grab me a soda at the concession stand? Here's a 20. I'm like, sure. And then they're like, no, that's fine. Keep it. You know, like a fun. And I'm like, I don't. And like when I was like 13, it's like, nice. But
Yeah.
like 24 and like being at a thing and being like, oh no, I'll grab my drink. It's fine. And they're like, well, no, here's $40. And I'm
please-
like, Mom, I have like
You
I have
don't
a
have to do
job.
that.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do this. But they're great. So like anytime I remember the first time that like my dad and I went to a lot of concerts when I was a kid, like a lot of the classic rock shows. And
You had a Aerofest? You ever go to Aerofest?
no, we never did
Dang
those.
it! I was hoping we'd all three be at the same Aerofest. Were we at
You
the same
pulled
we
my
were
Aerofest?
at the-
dad out
Yeah.
of that pit. No, but,
My dad fainted.
Yeah.
He purple started, and he just went, oh my.
Like, I don't-
organ music.
I don't want to say your dad caught my bows, but he
But
definitely.
there's a solid chance
Yeah.
there were some bows thrown in your pop's direction.
I remember I bought my dad a lunch for like Father's Day or his birthday, and I made him clean his plate.
Eat that food.
Yeah, I got the bill. I was like, yeah, no, we're not getting a to-go box. You need to clean that up.
I see a lot of kernels of corn just resting here. About 4 or 5.
What about you, Ned? Did you ever?
Oh yeah,
remember?
no. When I started working at Double Dave's, I was delivering pizza. I was like getting a lot of tip money.
Sure.
I had never just like had like a bunch of cash
Just
on
cash
me.
on you. Yeah.
And I was like, one time I was like, "Mom, can I like take you out to dinner?" And she's like, "No, I got it." And I was like, "Just let me do this, Mom." I think we got like pho. It was like a $5 bowl. I was like, "Yeah," like throwing the cash on the table.
Your mom's like, this is great.
This is great. The soup's too hot. Yeah.
All right, Ned, how was your freaking weekend?
Freaking weekend was great. I went to River Revival. I was
Mhm.
gone Thursday through Sunday, just living my life on the river, and it was great.
Sticky.
Yeah, it was it was so hot.
Yeah.
Like so unbelievable. I would wake up every morning getting good sleep, but the second the sun came out, my tent was a furnace, and it was
Ugh.
ugh.
Well, it's because by the river, everything's rock.
Oh yeah,
So you're just in an oven
yeah.
for days.
And we were next to a giant rock face,
yeah,
so it was
no,
just like
so it's
only
just-
cooking.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like enjoy baking.
Yeah. But aside from that, I did enjoy baking. No, it was very fun. I had a great time. Swimwear department had a fantastic set. People were cool. I ran into the barbecue leprechaun
From
again.
last week.
I told so there's this guy I met at a pool show, and he called himself the barbecue leprechaun.
Love that.
He made sure to let us know he was the barbecue leprechaun because he always brought barbecue everywhere he went. Now, mind you, I'm at a 4-day festival, and on the final day of the festival, he was cool. He put some glasses on me during our set that were like light up and cool. So I went and found him that night. There was like a tent rave thing going on. And I found him and I was like, "Hey man, thanks so much for giving me those glasses, dude. It really really set the vibe, blah, all that stuff." And he's like, "Oh yeah, blah, blah." We keep talking. He goes, "Hey, would you believe me if I told you right now I had barbecue?" And I was like, "Sir, you're the only person I'd believe at 2 a.m. in the middle of the woods."
If I'm not mistaken, you're the barbecue.
You're the barbecue
leprechaun,
lawyer.
yes?
You told me to
Like,
look
yeah.
at the end of a rainbow one time, and there was barbecue there, which is true. So he says like, "Come this way." We walk through this dirty tent, people dancing, throwing paint on each other. We walk to the table they've set up to be a bar. There is hectic bartending going on, 4 people running around grabbing drinks, all this stuff. And he just casually reaches under the table, pulls out a metal container, opens it to the brim with ribs. Hot, fresh ribs. It was insane.
I told Ned it was a bit like you get those emails from Nigerian princes, only they're like, why won't anyone take my barbecue?
Yeah, but this one's
I have
real.
so much barbecue.
I have so many ribs.
I've been asking all weekend if anybody wants these.
So that was a big highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It was great. And also, I wanted to talk about, we were talking about a bit that bled into my festival experience. And I hope anyone listening remembers this bit. I hope anyone listening remembers anything from the weekend. No, we were talking about, we're listening to Gallows Pole on the way home from...
By Led Zeppelin.
Was it the radio show last week? Or when did this come up?
No, because we were drunk. And you were driving, not me. No, it was.
Wait, hold on. But the way that you worded that didn't really fix the situation. Because you said, no, we were drunk, and you were driving.
It was on our way back from a different segment that we'll talk about later on in the show.
We should absolutely. We should not do that segment right now.
Yeah.
Unless you have the audio ready, and then I'm
Give me
down
a
for
sec.
the longest walk possible.
Give me a second.
No, you don't have to do it right now. No, okay, so the bit was, Greg.
Yes, please tell me the bit.
The bit was we were listening to Gallows Pole by Led Zeppelin, and Connor was kind of singing it. And I noted that, and it seems like most people's Robert Plant impersonation of just doing give me a quick
Hangman, oh wait a little while, I think I see my brother coming riding many a mile. No, like that.
Really
so that's
good.
one breath away from just being a Brian Johnson impersonation from AC/DC.
Which is more like Hangman, Hangman, wait a little while. I think I see my brother coming. Like this. Yeah, man, our audio is going to be blown to hell.
Yeah,
out.
this is going to be awful for
Sorry,
listeners. No, do not say sorry. which fundamentally, these two people do not sound the same. I have some samples here. So this is the whole song. We're just going to let it play for a little bit.
And what song is this?
Now this is wait, what song is it? Oh, this is Black Dog. This is Black Dog. Okay, and now with a little AC/DC. Really not the same.
Not the same, but here's the thing. It's a thing that I never would have come to on my own, which is the genius of when you two were in a space together. But I would have never come to this conclusion.
I like how
on
you're
my
saying
own.
that over this horrible loop. It's like, see, this is the genius of you guys being next to each other.
No, the genius comes in all forms. But the thing that I would have never said it, but as soon as you played those two together, it was like those are almost exact.
I'm trying to think of like
it's
other
similar.
like,
yeah.
It works better doing converting Led Zeppelin to AC/DC. I don't know about AC/DC to Led Zeppelin. Like,
Ooh.
I'm back in black.
Oh,
You just gotta hold everything out. Just
Yeah.
back in black. Like
That's
what
pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you have to where because the thing that I think I've realized here is the thing that changes one to the other is you remove or add space between words.
Yeah.
So like Zeppelin has no space between their words, but all the words are super long.
Mm-hmm.
AC/DC has super short words and there's lots of space
And
between them.
they're
Like your
bites.
Hangman
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Like,
Hangman!
yeah, exactly.
Hangman!
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Absolutely.
You're right. I just love how a lot of people sit around like spending time and money and resources solving world problems, and we're just like, AC/DC and Led Zeppelin kind of sound the
Kinda
same.
close, guys.
When you try to do it, it's the same thing. I think we need to do. Okay, so tonight, I want you guys to call in, as I want every week, 713-526-8737. Sing any song to us in either a Brian Johnson or Robert Plant voice, and we're just going to guess which singer you're giving us.
Absolutely any song. And I know I'm looking at who's listening, and I know we've got a few people who are lined up to call. And
Oh, yeah.
and
And
5
Singing
minutes-
Man himself just logged on. Brandon, if you're listening right now, I need you to call in. I need you to sing any song in either a Robert Plant or Brian Johnson impersonation.
Yeah, hey,
and we're
and
going to guess.
And if nobody calls us, we're gonna call out everybody who's listening.
Wow.
We did find out we can call people on this. Can we just start harassing our friends.
Actually, yeah.
No, we're not going to do that right now.
I'll give Billy a call. But all right, I'm queuing up a little something, a little special detail.
Oh yeah. So when we were talking about this bit, we came from something, and it's something we need to revisit.
Yeah, we So Ned, I want you to set the stage here.
The day is Wednesday. We're trying to figure out what we want to do for dinner. We've got a lot of options. You're running the clock too long. We had a lot of options, and we're like, we finally decided, okay, let's go out. Let's get just a single slice of pizza at like Pepperoni's. Does that sound?
Sure.
Does that sound good to you? I mean, that sounds good. It sounded good to us. We're
Sounds great to us.
And this is after going through so many different options.
We
Like,
were
going to get
racking
food
our
ordered.
brain.
Yeah, and so we're finally like, all right, let's just do that. And like maybe 10 feet from where we sit now, I was like, or we just go to Wings of Houston again. And we both just parked the car immediately, and we're like, screw it.
That's right, y'all. You know what it's time for. The Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha, Wingo Watcha. We want some wings. Guys, we went back to Wings of Houston.
Yeah, Wing Watch isn't over. You thought it was done, but you have to sit through this again.
Hey, we thought it was done, to be fair. Look, we went back. We did not get the boneless or the bone ends. We got the traditional chicken sandwich.
We got the
that they
chicken sandwich. They threw their hat in the ring, and we said, ding-a-ling. That
Yeah.
rings my bell.
have. You got the buffalo.
Yeah, I got
which was particularly wet, and we didn't know what was going on with
Love
it.
a wet sandwich.
You heard it here first, folks. He likes wet sandwiches.
And look, I got the hot honey hot honey butter.
Hot honey butt.
And then yeah, I had it later. I'll tell you that much. I got the hot honey butter sandwich. I'm so sorry. I'll hit the dump button. And yeah, I guess they used a different batter because mine was crispy. It wasn't as wet, but we cut them in half. No, we requested knives, and our waiter just like panicked.
Oh, man. No one's ever had to cut anything here.
We're a wing place. It's a hands establishment.
So they went back and used the paper cutter, I'm sure, just to guillotine it.
to make their menus. I mean, it was a very smooth, even cut.
Oh, it was a fantastic cut.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we can rate this place, we love the chicken there. The cuts might even be better.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that chicken sandwich, pretty damn good.
Great.
It was amazing. The bun
Yeah.
was good. The chicken was fresh. The batter, the sauce, it was amazing. Then we also got the rice.
Yeah.
And hey, if
Did
yeah,
you know that they have rice there?
Dude, you guys going there was the first bit of legitimate press that I've seen it get.
We're trying to keep the
yes,
press
yes,
to only
we
us
are,
right
we
now.
Are legitimate. We are legitimate press. Yes,
Yeah. No, I went through. I liked the review. I'm hoping your picture comes up as often as possible.
I think it does.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for liking our Yelp review. Which
Yeah,
reminder
happy
to
to.
everyone listening at home, please like our Yelp review on Wings of Houston. We want to be the featured review.
Yeah. No, I enjoy a wing from time to time. I definitely went through similar to my ska phase. I had wings a lot for a bit there.
Yeah.
Greg, my ska band had a ska song about Buffalo Wild Wings. I hit both those phases at the same
At the
time.
same time, which was hard to play bass with the slippery finger. But no, I had not, because I, like most people, was deeply disappointed by Biscuit Junkie. Sorry to call out people. And then never went to. You guys said the name earlier. What was the Cajun joint? It was
Padnas.
Padnas.
Yeah,
Padnas.
didn't go there.
If you did.
And so I saw fair. So I saw that happening, and I was like, oh, yet another restaurant that I will never go to. And then you guys went, and then I've seen like a few people go. I'm sure listeners of the show, like pals of ours, have been posting, whether inspired by you or not, I don't know, but like posting like not bad wings.
I think it is, and I think it's about time the owners of that restaurant start paying us our fucking dues because we've really been bringing the people there. Yeah, I had to keep up.
Oh, you're holding your finger on the dump button, ready to say it.
Yeah, because we deserve it, I think. No, anyway, they serve rice, and they'll put sauce upon it for your vegetarian friends.
Sure.
Which freaking rule?
That's a really interesting. I've never
And it
seen that
tasted-
option.
It tasted
Yeah.
great.
So I can get like buffalo rice.
yeah, or fries.
And it's great. So you can put the sauce on the fries or the rice. And we noticed, like, while we were eating the chicken sandwiches, the rice was just like if I want to try something, $2 you get a big old scoop of rice. I don't feel nasty after eating fries or anything.
Sure.
Like, pretty cool option.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
option.
And the fries, by the way, are phenomenal.
Yeah, great fries.
And oh man, yeah, that place is great.
Yeah. Now another big Wing Watch drop.
There's
Wing
a-
Watch got crazy this week, okay, Cotter? Because we were alerted that something that we thought was just a made-up funny goof about stuffing wings full of stuff.
Oh wait, we're getting a phone call.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hi, you're on FM
This
Rager.
better be about wings.
Yeah, that Wings of Houston place is real good.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
It's way too. They fry their wings too long though.
They fry them too long?
Yeah, they're a bit over fried, but the sauces make up for it, and the service is really good too. They even offered to fill up my cup for me.
The service is
That is
great.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
See, now, I having not, full disclosure, have not eaten at, what is it, Wings of Texas?
Wings of
Wings of
Houston.
Wings of
Houston,
Houston, pardon
yeah.
me. It's a more localized wing.
Yeah.
The,
It's coming from
I
inside
like a
the city.
crispier wing. Like, I'm a fan of when it's
Yeah.
like a little.
Yeah.
little
I
too
am
fried.
too.
I'm
I like a
wing
crispy
fan.
wing. Yeah.
What was your favorite flavor you tried there?
Lemon pepper.
Ooh.
Love a lemon pepper wing.
We didn't get to try that one.
Love
We
a
have
dry
not yet,
wing.
yeah.
We had the pastrami dry rub, which is now canceled.
Yeah, pastrami's gone.
Pastrami on
Should-
wing.
You should definitely try the wings, and I too am a ska kid who loves wings. Baba
Yeah.
booey, baba booey, baba booey.
Last question. wait. Before you go, did you hang
Nope,
up?
I think he's gone.
He hung up. I wanted to know if he was a ranch man or a blue cheese guy. Anyway, you were saying
He's a
that-
ska man. He likes ranch.
Oh, that's right. There's a new announcement.
This is a big thing.
Hang on a second.
Keep Wing Watch going.
Wait. We have a new announcement.
Are we just re-winging the Wing Watch?
What? We don't have to. Never mind.
Yeah, we're still in Wing Watch. I feel like we
we're in
haven't
Wing
closed
Watch.
out Wing Watch yet.
We are in Wing Watch.
Guys, there's a new wing spot in Houston. Big news.
Yeah. big
on the
news.
on the old OST, the
I'm-
old Spanish Trail.
Oh, man, I live right by there.
There
Ah.
is a stuffed wing place. The wings are stuffed with things.
They're stuffed with either chicken boudin, seafood boudin, beef or pork boudin, or mac and cheese if you're crazy. But it's a fried chicken wing, like the whole wing,
Yeah.
like you would get at a KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they stuff them full of
Wings
boudin.
and things? Give me things in wings. I love it.
I'm having a hard time with the physics is the wrong word, but like the
No, I
physical-
agree with
I don't
you.
understand. There is not much to stuff. In
Hang
wing.
on.
They have a guy there that just sucks the chicken out of it. He's like, oh, I
You know
love
that
sucking those
weird,
chickens.
when you have the bone-in wings and it's the part with the two bones and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that weird
you like push your.
thing to do it?
I hate that.
He does that beforehand.
Can
and
you dump
fills
that
it
tongue
with-
noise? Yeah,
Here.
yeah. He,
Yeah, like the tongue
Here,
noise.
that's what it
and
looks
then they
like.
bread it.
What are we even? That girl's very happy to be having that wing.
Can I show that on the screen?
Yeah,
for our
that's fine.
listeners at home?
She's a local news anchor, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
She's-
She's on ABC 13,
So just give that a look.
and she gets a
Yeah.
lot of details wrong.
Stuffed
There, I
wings.
said it.
So,
Anyway.
and let me be the first to say,
Wait, merciful crap!
sorry. Once again, if we don't use the soundboard, we lose it, and it's very important that we do.
It's a great.
It's kind of like getting your budget increased. Like,
Yeah,
if, you-
yeah.
if you don't spend it, then you get a smaller
Well, it
budget.
seems you only used 18 sounds in the last episode. That's how much you get now.
Oh, crud.
But that was a clip show. You can't do this
You
to
can't,
us.
it's a clip show.
So we do need. What is that place called? Is it just stuffed wings?
It's called Wingy
it's not.
Stuffums. No,
It's not. Oh, I got so excited. I was like,
it's
I'm
called-
gonna go there after this.
It's called Stuffed Wings, and it's closed on Mondays, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna go this weekend. Wait,
no, we're going to be out of town this weekend. We can go Saturday when we get back.
or Sunday? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go.
We'll figure it out.
We're going out of town.
OST and what? does it have-
Actually, it's
Closer
to
to NRG.
it's at
OST.
6402.
Oh, okay.
It's at 6402 Tier Wester Street, but I believe it is a food truck, and it hops around.
That's even more.
But I'm
fascinating.
I'm not 100%.
You're telling
I
me
don't
there's
know.
a truck stuffed with wings, stuffed with more things?
Look at this. Look how good that is.
That does look good. I'm still just. It's one of those things that like I'm seeing photos of it, but I don't know that I'll be able to fully understand how they're accomplishing this until it's in front of
Yeah,
me.
until
Yeah.
you bite into it, which is
Yeah.
pretty big. Speaking of big, there's a lot of food news happening. I'm sorry, our podcast has just
No,
become like a
please.
food thing.
This is great.
But there's a new. This isn't wings. They might have wings.
They might have wings. But,
There's a pizza place coming to town.
whoa.
Do we have a
whoa.
thing for slice?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. Let's do
Oh, my
this.
God.
Let's kick it.
Slice, baby. Oh, crap. Slice, watchy.
The genius of when you two are in a room together.
Okay.
So,
And that's 30 seconds fair use.
So, welcome to Slice Watchy. This is where we watch slices and how they come into Houston. Guys, there's a new pizza place coming. This has nothing to do with wings. Home Slice Pizza from Austin, Texas. Arguably one of my favorite pizzas.
Yeah, and see, people say, and that it, I lived in Austin for like 6 months, and I never went there.
Really?
Like and I don't know if it was around when I was there. Like it just.
Oh, it had to have been. It's been around forever.
Is it like okay? See,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing is like I didn't. I was pretty poor while I was there, so I didn't eat out a lot. And then I had one friend who came to visit us who was always like pretty bougie, so we went to like it was like Pizza House or something. Like I don't know. It was a weird.
I thought you were gonna say like how the pizza was made,
How the
like
pizza
some
was
long
made.
title.
Yeah. No, but maybe it was Home Slice.
This
I
a
don't know.
pizza place or a ska band?
I don't
There,
know.
I can hop in. I can hop into that.
Yeah, pick it up.
Finally, he picks it up. Yeah.
But I never went, but people are very excited about this.
It's
been-
pretty good,
yeah.
and I'm excited for you to try it. I hope it
sure.
translates well over
Yeah.
the 3 hours it takes to get here. You know?
Absolutely.
And,
I'm usually not a huge fan of like I've sort of grown out of my like Austin like
Yeah.
thing that I was, but I'm usually not a huge fan because there's so many like solid. I mean, right near us down the road here is Love Buzz. It's like
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic pizza.
I had the
Yeah.
breakfast pizza last night, the Wake and Bake.
Ooh,
You guys
we
wanna
haven't
get
had
on
that
that?
yet.
I
We
recommend
haven't.
it.
Three in the morning is the official
was-
pizza of F and
Oh,
Razor.
okay.
I
That's
think.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good
we
pizza.
we throw some spinach on there,
Ooh,
and
sure.
it's pretty great.
to keep you regular. But the
You got to balance out all the
gotta
horrible
balance
crap.
out that diet.
The chipotle honey, the
But
ricotta cheese.
But no, I'm interested in that. I also think that I'll go on record as saying like one I would love to see come to Houston from Austin is some P. Terry's.
Yeah,
dude,
we
we
have
love-
talked about it.
Love those birds.
I would trade. I would push every restaurant back to Austin. I would be like, take Uchi, take what else is from Austin here?
Juiceland.
Yeah, take Juiceland, take all this stuff.
Juiceland.
We'll trade it out
I
for
love
Pete
Juiceland.
Terry's.
Wow.
Yeah, Juiceland's.
I
Have
like
you had the
Juiceland.
falafel from Juiceland?
No, I have the
Insane.
They have this thing called the Manna Witch. You guys ever had that?
No.
It's like manna bread, which is apparently some form of healthy bread. And then they put like
Is it like lembus bread?
yes, it's exactly like
What is
bread.
Limbus?
It's a mythical bread from the Tolkien universe.
I
They,
thought you meant.
yeah, they get it from the elves. It's
Wait,
elvish bread.
they're always eating the biscuits, the
You
Limbus
eat-
biscuits.
You eat one thing and you're full for a day. Like,
Yeah.
It's a whole, yeah. It's how the elves stay so svelte. Elved? Svelte? No, there's nothing there. But svelte?
Sufjan, what are you saying?
There it is. But yeah, they have this thing, the Manna Witch, and it's like goji berries and peanut butter and like salt. It's the weirdest thing I've ever eaten, but I love it. So
I love that I know like 9 words in what you just said,
Yeah.
and I want it bad.
Same. I looked at it and I was like, this thing looks like a weird glorp sandwich. I'm gonna get it, and it was perfect.
All right, yeah, maybe we'll go to Juiceland on Wednesday.
Yeah,
or something.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, try a Manna Witch.
Pretty tasty.
I'm
I
excited.
thought it was like based on Manowar, and I was like, "Oh, dog, you're a brother of metal."
You open the sandwich and it's like, yes!
Yeah, hey, by the way,
Oh, yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
calling in.
Here's my Manowar. Hey, mama! hey, mama, you're a brother of metal.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
I tried introducing Connor to Manowar, trying to explain to him. It was like, see, they only have 9 words, and they really make a meal out of them.
Really, really like those words.
yeah, I wasn't impressed. Anyway, that's been Pizza Watch.
Slice watchy.
Slice, watchy.
All right, stop.
All right.
Very, very proud of that transition.
Yeah. So that's really exciting, and that's cool about the wings. Let's close out the wings.
right.
Wing watch too. Watching wings.
All right. Thanks for listening to Wing Watch and Slice Watch.
All right, Greg. Now that we're done with all the segments the show could possibly
We got
offer.
one more segment at the end of the show.
These comments are pretty tasty.
And
speaking
we've
of
also
food.
have that fail segment. It's called Rumor Watch. Just call in with any rumors you may have
Oh
heard.
yeah. If you have any rumors,
Say them on air.
yeah, we're officially. This show is cool with slander.
Hot goss.
Yeah. As long as it's not about us, you can say anything and we'll
Great.
publish it.
Love
It's-
The only reason it failed is because I thought Rumors was a song and not an album by Fleetwood Mac, so we couldn't get the MIDI track, and it
sure,
was just
yeah.
a whole thing.
And I told him to do REO Speedwagon. He was like, I heard it from a friend who.
Oh, that's pretty good, too,
We heard
yeah.
it from a friend who called into the show.
Said you had a vestigial tail.
Do you have any pitches for segments based on songs?
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause you-
segments based on songs. Ooh.
Or if you come up with a segment, I assure you we can come up with a song way faster.
Sure. Let me think on it.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
There'll probably be a
hey,
moment
the
where
clock.
just,
The
like-
clock is not waiting for you. Just as soon as
Whenever
you
you
got
get a
it.
Is that weakest link?
No, that is.
Your choices are A, weakest link.
Oh, it's
B,
Millionaire.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh no, you can't turn it off.
I hate that soundboard and love it so much.
It's very good.
It was such a like when we got it, Ned was just like, we got it. It's like, oh, cool, this is gonna be fun.
The first episode was definitely like I could see Connor being like, why is this happening? Like, we were just like struggling to use it, and now we can't escape it.
Yeah.
Someone's mad at me. Josh. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Josh, I messed up a pizza trivia, and I understand. Why.
Pizza trivia. What was
Well,
it?
no, I said
He
I
was
didn't know
just-
how long Home Slice has been around. He was like, Home Slice has been around. Greg, it's good.
We've been
That's
getting
it?
some good
you just
comments.
said, I don't know how long it's been around. It's been around.
It's been around.
We've been getting some good comments. Josh said he's a ranch man. BTW.
Okay.
So I got some good
I
stuff
thought
about
that was you
garlic.
that called in. Though.
Garlic parm
okay.
was tasty. James wants us to open a wing place called Lord of the Wings. Nice try. Actually, now that we've been talking about that bread.
Limbus bread.
yeah. Lend us some money to open a wing place, guys.
Was that a Limbus Lendus?
Yep.
Is that what that was? Cool.
Come on down to Limbus Linda. We have the smallest
Well, yeah,
rates.
I take tutorials from.
I don't know. I don't know shit about money.
I use limba.com to do tutorials. They're tutorials you learn and you'll never have to learn again. Bree had a good comment in here. Talking about the stuffed wings, she said these chickens must be jacked as hell to get their wings stuffed.
That's so aggressive.
Have you heard of turducken? There should be a turducken wing place.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
God,
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Oh, like a buffalo turducken this year for Thanksgiving?
All right, James
Hey,
Medford.
guys, we made a lemon pepper chicken inside of a buffalo duck inside of a chipotle lime turkey.
Tea-smoked duck, lemon pepper chicken.
Tea-smoked duck. Didn't we have that for Thanksgiving?
That was for Katie's giving this year. Tea-smoked duck.
That's
Of
right.
course,
She
the
talked about a tea-smoked.
traditional food for Katie's giving.
That's right. What do you got? Other things?
Nope, that's about it.
Okay.
People saying Greg's a sweetheart.
Oh, that's nice. Of you. Thank you.
You are a sweetheart, Greg.
Thanks.
I've been
you
very,
were one of the nicest people I know.
It was one of those things that when I saw that you were one of the actors that we would work with
Uh-huh.
at our job, I got pretty excited.
That's
I was
really
like,
nice.
I remembered you from meeting you at orientation. Like you said, we weren't really close. We haven't really run in the same circles in a very long time.
Adjacent. It's always been like I'll see you at stuff and be like, ah,
Yeah.
hey. Like it's that
our,
kind
our
of
Venn diagrams never completely connect.
intersect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least not on the same nights. Like it's it's like the DVD thing. It's two, they're bouncing around the screen, and every now and then they'd be like, "Oh no, we just missed it." Like it's never.
It's kind of like seeing each other in the movies. Like, oh, you're going to see it? What time? 9? I'm a 9:05.
Yeah, dang it.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, see ya.
Enjoy Theater 4.
Yeah,
whatever
5
it's
minutes
like.
before the movie's over, Connor's text. He's like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Like, no.
Hey, you're on FM Rager.
Hey, I just had some wings.
Oh, where'd you get them
Turn
from?
the theme song back on. No.
I didn't. They were like leftovers, and I didn't even heat them up. I just ate them cold from the fridge.
Hey,
Woo!
nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Nothing wrong with that.
okay.
What kind of wings were from? What flavors?
It's like classic Korean like fried chicken, like drumstick.
Like
Love
Dak and
that.
Bop?
Did you have Dak and Bop?
Huh? Back and bop.
Did you
Get
get
your
your?
life together, sir. You need
Where
Dak
did you-
and Bop in your life.
Yeah, where did you get these
I've
Korean
never
wings?
had Home Slice, but I've had Dak and Bop.
Oh, so you've heard about the home slice stuff too. Hey, my takes are taking off, I just don't think it's going to do that well in Houston. I don't think
I
the
think Home
market's
Slice
ready
is going
for
to do
it.
great. This is Jack, right?
Yeah, it's Jack.
Yeah.
I love how he said my takes have taken off. Your Facebook comment got 6 likes.
Yeah. Why don't you take 5 on gloating?
I need to have like a financial newsletter or something about the restaurants and the markets. I mean, I think people are really responding to it.
Jack, are you
So,
still coming over tonight after the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
good.
see you guys
Don't.
soon.
We hung up on him.
If he does come over, he should bring those wings if he
Eddie-
has any left over.
He better come over because we have a show tomorrow, but I can't talk about it now.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Not until the plugs. Greg, how do you party?
45 minutes into the show.
How do I party? Oh man, I don't as much anymore.
Wow.
I mean, I go.
Well, no, okay, so what do you
Okay.
define as a party? Because I
Well,
think
no, I
all
mean,
of us
yeah, that's-
continue to
okay.
party just on different terms.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, my term.
Boom. Yeah. Can I just talk about how strong of a gesture that is? That's a really
Yeah.
good.
So okay, how do you describe that to the listener at home? You're punching your fist out with a
Yeah,
thumb
you-
up,
it's the-
full
it's-
extend.
It's full extension, but in the same motion, then bringing the thumb back to you. It's all one. Yeah. it's
You're
just a
going
good
as
move.
far away as
as far away as you can, and then as soon as you reach the farthest part, you bring it back.
you snap it
at
back.
a hard, like 90 degree.
Pow!
Me.
Yeah.
That's me who does that. Anyway, I find that I have like a chill party these days. Like
Yeah.
there are plenty of times where like my wife and I, we work really hard. We do a lot of different things, and there are moments where we'll have like plans for dinner that we already had, and this sounds no, I'm not even going to qualify because it's awesome, and it's like what we could do though. is get a pizza and watch a movie, and it's like, oh, bro, yes, like it's just
Hell
that,
yeah.
like it's the ability to just like not have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the best part.
That's a
every
part-
now
yeah.
And then, every now and then, I still totally like. It always happens when I work with Catastrophic Theater. They are like they're a party and theater company. Like after the shows, you go out. Like it's a thing you do. And so whenever I'm in Catastrophic shows, I'm like out for a long time and talking loudly over the music and like doing what most people would consider like the party. But when I'm not, like my party is there's a new episode of Great British Bake Off on, and I'm really into it.
Yeah.
And like. Yeah, I would say that it sounds corny, but it's not. It's great. It's just there.
That sounds fun as hell.
Yeah,
that
there's
sounds
a lot
great.
There's a lot of just like good times at home. Like that is my party more often than not. It's very, very good.
I love that.
Yeah. I've started to really dread going out.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I also have I have pretty substantial anxiety, and so. There are times where, like, if I've had a bad day or, like, I had a coffee too late in the day, like, there are times where it's like, I can't go out because I'll burst into tears. Like, well, that's not going to happen.
Wow.
So, like, I really like being able to just, like, be home with my person and party in that particular way.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah,
I
that
love
sounds
that.
good. Now, I want to pivot a little bit more into the creative side of things.
Please.
You've been doing puppeting.
I have been, yeah. I have always really, really loved puppets. I wish that I had
How do you
like
feel about our president?
Oh, no. I'm actually wearing a tie, so
Oh,
can
was
do
I
it.
supposed to play that sound effect? wait,
that?
wait, 1 second. I don't
You
have
fired
that
one.
one. 1 second. It's loading. Okay, it's I'm a big fan of puppets.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of puppets.
Oh,
I've
then
always...
how do you feel about the clown in the Oval Office?
worth the wait on that one.
We'll edit out the.
Yeah. Does that dump button work for 40 seconds?
I should call my mother more. Thanks, Ma. Love you. Yeah,
That's you falling.
Mom's good. It is. Yeah. No, Yeah, puppets. Yeah, I've always really liked puppets, and about like 2 years ago, I just sort of got this idea of like I want to make and build and perform puppets,
Yeah.
and it felt like a good idea, and it didn't go away like other manic episode ideas that I have, where it's like, I'm gonna learn the accordion, and then like 3 weeks later, it's like, music is dumb, and so is this instrument. Like it's not. But
So
like,
glad I have a banjo now.
it was, yeah, exactly. But like this was like 2 solid years of it like being in the back of my head, like I think I want to make a puppet. Like I just like this quiet, like maybe I just want to make one, and I do this thing, and I went and like contacted some buddies of mine that happened to be like professional puppeteers. I was like, what does it actually take to do puppetry? And we like talked through it, and so in an effort to like remain accountable to myself and to other creatives in town, I came up with a name for it. Actually, my wife and I came up with a name for it because the first puppet that I ever built was this weird sock puppet, and it was this really cheap sock, and I mean that like I think it was like $1 sock at like Walgreens. You know, they have that like random section of clothing at Walgreens or CVS.
Yeah.
And so like I went and bought a pair of socks, and I found this pattern where you could like make the mouth like actually structured, and then I painted facial features on it, but because it was so cheap, it like bled into the rest of it, so it became this like grotesque like horrifying looking sock puppet. Like I sewed one big button and one tiny button, and I called them lo-fi sock puppets because there was like no polish to them whatsoever. And that was just like a fun thing I did, and I made like 2 videos with it, and I was like, okay, maybe that was all I wanted to do, but then I wanted to keep building more
Did that
stuff.
solve the itch, or
It did
the itch
not.
was still
It
there?
was still there, and that could have been from the cheap sock, but it was a thing. And so we were driving around one day, and I was like, I think I want to like start a company. Like I want to put a name to the stuff I want to build, and we came up with Lo-Fi Puppets because it was it sort of goes with the DIY ethic that I grew up with in the music scene. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I was gonna
And
say
so,
you're a true born punk. I've seen
Yeah,
you so many
yeah.
times. I was gonna say, this puppet thing. It seems like for someone with so many real life friends, maybe you're making some unreal friends.
Yeah, it's just like a way for me to work with my hands, and it's also really cool. I do have a partner in the company now. Her name's Allie Valine. She's a brilliant artist and many disciplines. She was in Speeding Motorcycle, for those that saw it. Chuck knows her, a friend of the show and us. Like, she's a great person. And she is also was really into puppets, but she's more of the sort of like performance and like writing side of things. And so I'm doing all of the construction and the art direction, so to speak. And so like I'm taking art classes, and it's just been an opportunity for me to like study something again, which I hadn't done in a while.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because for a little while I wanted to like go back to grad school for acting, because I got my BFA in theater, and I wanted to go back to grad school. And then the more I looked at grad school programs, I was like, I don't want to do 3 more years of scene study. Like, I want to go work. And so I dove into that and like tried to get work in town, and that was going really nicely. But I felt like I wasn't learning anything. Well, you always learn stuff, but like I felt like I wasn't studying anything specifically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it gave me an opportunity to do that, and I have just loved doing it. And I'm discovering like all sorts of puppetry is across every culture and like time immemorial. Like there's always been someone like, hey, this is the thing. Like
It's always like that.
Yeah, it's always picking up a spoon and being like, no, it's a person. And like there was someone who did that forever ago. And there's the thing that I'm particularly obsessed with right now are these things called cranky boxes, which are like somebody paints.
Talking
like
about
a
the news on
story.
TV?
Yeah. You paint like a story on a big scroll of paper and you crank it.
Oh,
down
yeah.
those, but you can light those from the back and do shadow puppetry on top of them.
Oh, cool.
And so we, Lo-Fi Puppets is actually doing its first big public performance as itself at the Houston Fringe Festival. And they have a portion of the evening on November 10th, I believe it is. It's called Anything Goes. And a bunch of companies have like short 10 minutes or less pieces.
Yeah.
And we're doing a thing that is sort of a dramatized version of some stories from my partner Allie's life. She grew up on this essentially this compound in a tiny town called Moss Bluff, Louisiana, right outside of Lake Charles.
Okay.
And so it's like there's this pond that is on this huge tract of land that like her dad has a house, her uncle has a house, her grandmother has a house, and there's like another cousin that has a house, and they have this just huge chunk of land that all of them live on. And like if you're in town, you go have coffee with grandmother in the morning. Like it's very much like old school. And they have this pond in the middle, and so they've started apropos of really nothing, but well before I came along and met the family, they started collecting the stories and they called it Pond Scum. And so we are now turning a bunch of those stories into this like series of Crankies.
Wow.
that
That's
we're gonna do.
fantastic.
Eventually, the goal is to do a whole night of them.
Yeah.
And she, Allie, will be playing music and singing and telling the story, and I will be doing the actual cranking and the puppetry behind it. And
That
we,
sounds
we
great.
made our,
Yeah,
our
that sounds
cranky,
really
we
fun.
made our cranky out of a suitcase. So it's this
Oh yeah, I saw some
old-
pictures of you working on
so
that.
We're,
Yeah.
we're putting that up and around, and yeah, it's a really cool. It's just a thing that has got me really excited, and it's also I've done some like really intricate, like intense, like 100 hours worth work. I did a thing
That
for
old man puppet.
yeah. I
Oh
did
my
this
god.
thing for Classical Theater Company where I built a wearable. It was like half a person. Old man puppet that I performed for a production of All's Well That Ends Well, and that was the first time I had ever done something of that scale. I think that's the other really cool thing is pretty much everything I'm doing is the first time I've done a thing.
Yeah.
And so
How long has it been since that? Like you've had that kind of experience, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's that studying thing. So it's been really good. Yeah, Lo-Fi Puppets. Look for us on
yeah.
Instagram and Facebook.
I've always wanted giant puppets of me and Ned's heads
I can do that.
that we can put over our real heads
Yeah, we
and then
built
take
those.
them
I
off.
actually have those. I just got a really like commission I never expected to get because there's this guy out of Montreal. I think it's Montreal.
It's Montrose.
Somewhere in that's really good. Somewhere
Wait.
in Canada.
You're getting a
Oh.
call real
Oh,
quick.
we're getting a
sorry,
call.
sorry to cut you.
Hey, you're on FM Ranger.
Hi, am I interrupting plugs?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, is it too late to do a Jimmy Page impression?
Never.
No.
Never.
Okay, this is actually a Robert Plant impression. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. Did we say Jimmy Page earlier?
Yeah, Robert Plant impression.
We didn't.
Okay.
We didn't mess up. You did.
Okay, here we go.
I could drop you if I want.
Huh?
Go on with your impression, please.
I don't have to do it. It's okay.
No, do it.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. This is Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Jimmy Page, all in my band. Thank you.
Is that all you got?
Now, as snarky as that person was about what we said, they didn't follow the rules because it was Sing Any Song, and then we have to guess what singer they're
Yeah,
doing.
no.
So
Yeah.
they're also wrong. So
They also got.
congrats.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, how's he gonna turn this one?
So someone in Montreal.
Yeah, there's this dude in Montreal. His name's Hand Sewn Heads, and he does these really intricate foam heads. Like he does these really cool things. But he put out this tutorial a while back of how to make a foam head with just like a small amount of foam that you can like fold around your head, and it makes this like crazy cylindrical head. Another great Houston artist, Wizard of Barge.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
yeah.
It's that same tutorial, and so I built one off of that. And there's actually I teach as well, and at the school, our art teacher decided she wanted to do a exhibition of faculty work. So I put the head out in this thing, and one of the like our facilities guys, he came up and he's like, "Do you make that?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Could you make me one?" And I was like, "Sure." And he's like, "I'm going to see Texans Chiefs away game. Can you make me like the Texans logo but a head?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can it be like a mean Texans logo?" I was like, "Absolutely!" Like, so
Like, hey, I'd be a big old mean head.
yeah, like, that's exactly. And he's
Oh,
we
we-
got another caller.
How's it, Jimmy
Hey, you're on
Page?
FM Ranger.
Nacho man. I want to be a nacho man.
That's
Nacho man.
oh,
I think that's
See,
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, he
I
messed
think
me
that's
up with,
Robert
He
Plant.
messed me up with the little wah 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 at the end. I'm gonna go Brian Johnson though.
I think it's Robert Plant.
That's a Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
I think it's just a bad Brian Johnson impression.
None of these are good.
Wow, hung up.
Offended. But yeah, puppets. I make them, and they're really fun.
That's
I,
man. Can you send me that foam head tutorial? I'm very interested in that.
Yeah,
I've been working with more 3D stuff.
Oh, I haven't
with
seen
my
your
drawings.
stuff.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love. I've always been a fan of
Oh,
your
appreciate
art,
it.
So yeah. But no,
Hey,
I am,
let's collab sometime, maybe.
Ooh, it'd be fun.
All right. I'm getting sick of you glorifying Ned, so we're going to go into the last,
Yes.
last segment of the night. Oh no. Come on.
Yeah, I could have had that tech right. Oh. What's up? I want a new plug.
Tell me what's going on. all the stuff you're doing after I sing this song. Yeah. Hey, you're on FM Rager. We thought you called. What's up?
I think I really beefed the game earlier. Can I try again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You don't know who this singer is, and I'm going to sing a song, and you have to guess who it is.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I'm Jimmy Page, and I'm in a band.
I think. Are you doing
No,
the guy
not
from
him.
Cake? Is that the Cake guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hang-Ups. What is this? Goldfinger, right? Remember that album? Little Scott Talk?
I really wasn't sure where that was
Wait,
going.
we already sang the song.
Yeah, but we can.
Oh,
keep the
you gotta
music
keep it
going.
going. Yeah.
All right, what do you got to plug?
God.
Yeah, Lo-Fi Puppets. Follow us on Instagram. LOFI Puppets.
Is there
on
any
Instagram.
punctuation in that?
On Facebook, there's a dash, LO-FI Puppets. On Instagram, though, it's just Lo-Fi Puppets straight through.
Okay, cool.
All
Hell
one
yeah.
word, lowercase.
So Fringe Festival that's coming up. That's November.
November 10th. I'm pretty sure it's at 8 p.m. in Matchbox 1 or 2.
You don't have to
I
give them
don't
that much
remember.
information.
Yeah.
They can
But
figure
yeah.
it out, guys.
Yeah, look at
Fringe
the
Fest
Houston
is super
Fringe.
exciting.
Yeah, support the Houston Fringe. It was something I always wanted in town, and I had no idea that it was around, much like Home Slice. So I don't know stuff, and I'm always happy when I learn about stuff. So yeah.
All right, Ned, what do you have? to plug?
Wait, do you have anything else to plug? You got music? You got theater?
No, the
you got-
band's not really. I mean, you can go listen to songs we have up. Greg Cody and the Real Life Friends was a band. We don't really. I still do like some stuff, but we're not really doing.
Oh,
stuff
sorry,
much.
man.
Now it's going to be
Source
Greg
point.
Cody and the animatronic friend.
Yeah, Greg Cody and I'm very sad and have imposter syndrome. But it's.
You're in the Imposter Voice?
Yeah.
Another good punk band in Houston.
Really
yeah.
good band. No, that's about it. I don't have any big shows coming up right now. So
Anywhere we can find you personally to follow?
At Pretty Great Guy on
I love that
Instagram
name.
is that, and then you can follow at Greg Kodiak, Kodiak like the bear, GregKodiak. That was touch and go there for a second. That's where like all of my anime stuff happens. I do anime voiceovers, so that's where I do all the anime tweets. Yeah.
Fantastic. Go give them a follow. Guys, this Thursday, as with every Thursday, Futile Society will be performing at Secret Group, 8 p.m., only $5. I will not be in attendance for 3 weeks in a row. It's really freaking me out. I feel like I haven't been to the gym in a long time, except in real life, I just haven't been to the gym.
But Ned,
It's a gym
why
of the
can't
mind.
why can't you go to the show this Thursday? Where you going?
Guys, Wednesday, I'm going to get on a plane. I'm going to fly my cute little butt over down to Boston, Massachusetts.
All the way down in Boston.
All the way down. We're going all the way past Antarctica, circling around.
around.
It's, dude, JetBlue, man. You get a cheap flight, but boy, do they add some hours.
We're going to be flying over to Massachusetts, and we're going to be doing a comedy festival in
That's
Worcester,
right.
Massachusetts. I almost said Worcester,
Worcester,
Texas.
Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, no, it's Worcester.
Worcester.
Sorry,
Is it
I'm-
Worcester?
Yeah, my whole family's from New
No,
England.
no,
so I
this
have
is
to
good.
step on
Please.
this.
Here's
We
the thing.
need this.
I've got Worcester, Worcester,
No.
Worcester.
And they keep calling it Wooster because it's Wootenanny Comedy Festival is really throwing me
I'm
off.
just gonna get
so
up there.
say it
Yeah,
for me
that's
one
where-
time.
The way
No,
that
no,
I've
no.
always said it is Worcester.
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 Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell everyone, nice to be in the woo, and then
There
just
it is.
go.
That could work.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say the big dub.
I mean, it's spelled like Worcester. Like you're not. I believe you should spell
It's
things like you say them. But yeah,
Spelled like
it's-
a cat walked across a keyboard.
Well,
It
we've
was just
all-
like, we'll just call it what we call it.
We've also been told if we mispronounce it, everyone's gonna kick our asses.
Yeah,
Yeah, which spoiler alert, everyone's gonna kick our asses no matter what because we got something planned, baby. No,
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna be
performing at Wootenanny Comedy Festival up in Massachusetts. Friends of the show, Mairead and Sean, helped us get this gig, and we're super excited. It's the first time FM
Yeah.
Ragers performed outside of Houston.
Outside of Texas, yeah. That's
Yeah.
the first time I performed outside of Texas. I don't think I've done comedy in a different state.
I don't think I have
Micro
either.
Satan went on tour.
Maybe an altered state, but other than that, no, I don't think we've ever done it outside of Texas.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. We've got one night that's just us, you and me together on Thursday, and then Friday night we're going to be doing our own individual act.
Individually strutting our stuff. If anyone knows me, I'll be pulling out my worst thing possible, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
And I'm going before Ned, and I'm doing the worst thing possible that he could do. So he's going to be with nothing when he goes up on the stage.
Are you gonna steal my act?
I'm going to do your act. I'm gonna do it word for word.
This
I'm
is
gonna help you
brutal.
rehearse.
Oh,
I'm gonna
crap.
do
I should have shared that Google Doc with you.
it. No, this is gonna be a hoot and a half. I'm so excited.
A woot and a half, please.
A woo and a half. And then tomorrow we're doing Neo Benchy.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be at Neo
Oh, I'm
Benchy.
gonna be there. I'm gonna go. I'm not in it, but I'm gonna go see it.
Oh.
Hell yeah! Well, I'm doing a performance with Nick Merriweather, friend of the show, and you're doing a performance with
With a dead man.
No, Jack Killen, who called in earlier, who is coming over after the show. Jack, if you hear me, that means please do come over after the show. We need to rehearse.
yes. And yeah, that about
And this Sunday, I have a big show. This Sunday, before the Dynamo game, Swimwear Department will be playing the official Dynamo tailgate
so dope.
for some reason. So please come out to that. It's going to be a very weird gig, and I'm so excited to do it.
I have long maintained that Swimwear Department is the best joke band, or no, what was the most serious joke band I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's
It's the joke that somehow has not gotten old.
There's nothing better than watching someone at a Swimwear Department show that didn't mean to come to the Swimwear Department show because they're like, oh, this music's pretty good. I'm sorry, did you say mummies? Like, it's just...
I prefer to play the show where people do not know who we are
Yeah, it's
because
a
it sets
beautiful-
Matt off into this game of like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
oh you're gonna like this when we're done.
I'm gonna,
Like,
I'm gonna get in your face.
yeah.
Look how short my shorts are.
as always, you can find me at CliftoCurrency on Twitter and Instagram. Don't add me on Facebook. I won't accept your request. Ned, what about you?
At Ned of the Dead on everything. You can add me. It's Ned Gale. I just post about shows, and you'll have to come to them.
And-
Them's the rules.
And Greg, we're gonna let you have the final word.
Oh, no.